Hey y'all, it's LD. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Quick question. Have you ever saw something online, liked it, saw all the social media guys or whatever talking about it, bought it, got it in hand, loved it, and then a month later you are like hardly ever wear it or use it? If you're like me, like I've done that. I've gotten watches which I've absolutely loved that I don't wear, or I hardly ever wear, or I force myself to wear. And I think part of that is something that needs to be talked about when it comes to the experience of collecting and buying watches. You see, in my belief, especially what we consider the luxury watch space, I think we're giving up the one thing that really truly makes luxury in the space, and that's experience. You see, to live with a watch, a pen, whatever it is totally different than just buying it. Okay, it's one of those things to where in the micro brand space, in the communities, there's a lot of FOMO, there's a lot of hype, there's a lot of whatever you want to call it, a lot of dopamine shots. You see something that's great, you love the brand aesthetic, you love how the watch looks, you love all of that. You get the watch and you're like, man, this is great. And then instantly you want to go get the next one. Whereas somebody who maybe they go through the boutique, maybe they're going through the AD games. They go in the boutique, they try a watch on, fall in love with it, get put on a waiting list, go back 2 weeks later or 2 months later, try to watch on again, ask about the waiting list, go back 2 weeks later, try to watch it on again to see if they still like it. And 10 months later, when they actually get the watch in hand, they've almost already bonded with that watch. And that's just a different level of experience. So, one of the things that I want to know from you guys is when you are actually shopping for these things, right? And I look at the acquisition part as being three things: the shopping part, the buying part, and the paying part, right? And which part of it is enjoyable? Like, is should all of it be enjoyable? Like, I don't enjoy giving. I shouldn't say giving. I don't enjoy spending a lot of money on almost anything. But there are things that you will mentally spend your money on over other things. It's funny how in the watch space, I see guys who have a hard time spending $900 on a micro brand, and they have dozens of $900 pens, and it kills me, right? And I'm like, who spends $900 on a pen? And so we all have our things. I digress. We all have our things. The question is that which part of that process do you actually enjoy? And should you enjoy any of it? It is my belief that, the process is the luxury. The relationships are the luxury. The trust on both sides is the luxury. I remember like in the photography space, we don't really have luxury cameras. They're usually graded whether they're consumer, prosumer, uh, professional. You have Phase One, Hasselblad, Leica. Those are pretty much, in my opinion, the top. There's other cameras, but for the most part, most people know those, or Canon, Nikon, Fuji, Sony. And in general, if you look at a Leica and Canon, Nikon, Fuji, Sony, two totally different price points. But about 12 years ago, 13 years ago, I'm in the Gables, go to the Leica store down there, and I go in and looking, trying things on, or trying things on in hand to see if I like it, if I would want to shoot with it. And the sales associate says, hey, if you got a compact flash card with you, walk around the Gables, come back, let me know how you like it. So I'm like, what? A $50,000 kit, I'm walking around the Gables just on my word. That level of trust has made me a Leica fan since then. And I still don't have a Leica yet, but I say yet because as a brand, just that one person, as a brand, absolutely amazing. A phenomenal experience. And in the watch space, I think because of the accessibility of information online, I think that we risk losing are boutiques. Too much accessibility takes away from the luxury in a way, and that's why people feel that brands like Rolex and Patek and AP kind of gatekeep. I think when we are investing our time, resources, I think it is important to be able to enjoy or experience something before you buy it to see if you like it. And a lot of times, I think what ends up happening is we see something we think we like and we want. We get excited about it. And then we see it over and over again. And if you consume the platform like I do, you go deep in that rabbit hole and you try to get all the information about that item. And then by the time you get yours, the question is, do you still have that same level of enjoyment of having the item? Or was the enjoyment only in the acquisition of that item? So what are your thoughts on that? And if you made it this far, I ask again for you to like, make a comment, and hit the notification bell. But what is it that you guys look at when it comes to buying your next watch or your next item? Are you somebody who only buys online? Are you somebody who only buys gray? You're not looking for an experience. You just want to get the watch, get in and get out. Because I think the hidden risk, not to say that you don't have this going to boutique, what very rarely ever gets talked about when we go gray or secondary or whatever is you get this watch and you don't bond with it like you thought you would, and now you're trying to exit from that watch, and the money that you saved on one side, you may have could have avoided that. I'm a big believer. For me, I need to try on a watch. I've bought too many watches where I liked them, they look great online, and they sit in the box, and I hardly wear them. There's some watches that I want to wear more, but there's other watches that take that place. So let me know what your thoughts are, because I want to talk more and more about experiences on this platform as I move forward, and I want to know what to engage in this discussion.